No, it was a good idea, so I went with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good idea.
So we are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Live. I found all of the old. I found a lot of the old commercials and so forth, and music beats, and sound effects. Yeah,
it's good to have you back.
And happy Independence Day to everyone.
Yeah, happy 4th.
Happy Traitor Day and grateful colonials.
Up the rebels.
Yeah. Have a safe July 4th. Try not to blow yourselves up.
Like we did the British. Boom. Boom.
No, that was a good one. I'm gonna let that one pass without comment because that was a very good one.
You know, when I was growing up, the reason the kids were missing fingers is somebody had to play the red coat, you know.
I will be watching Hamilton tonight.
Oh, I like to watch John Adams.
Yeah.
That miniseries. Oh man, was that?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you've got to see it. Oh, you have got to see it. I think it was an HBO miniseries or something.
Cool. I'm going to see if it's on It is on HBO. I'll check it out.
And the theme from John Adams, I usually post that on my page every year because it's so moving. I should do that. Not right for now. I could do it now, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. I have HBO streaming, so I'm gonna watch it. But yeah, I watched Hamilton started streaming last night, and I watched the first half, and I was waiting for my best girlfriend and her husband to watch, but they've got a lot of stuff going on because today is Canada Day. So happy Canada Day to
Happy Canada Day. Oh, Canada. Lofty meadows and Frenchmen talking crab.
Are you done? Butchering the Canadian.
That's for all of us Canadian guys. I have a lot of Canadian, I wouldn't say a lot, but I have some Canadian fans, you know, that like the Bear Breakdown stuff.
Yeah, but I would imagine you have fans from just about everywhere.
I do. I have some from Tokyo and Aloysius.
Where do you, huh?
I did not know that you had fans that far away. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can imagine because, if someone is a critical thinker, they're always looking for a breakdown of something that they've seen, especially if they're fans of the supernatural. Like, I love supernatural stuff, but I'm always looking for, well, that's obviously bullcrap, and why is that? So.
Pago.
Right. Okay. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Squatchable podcast, where we take a look at some of the Bigfoot stories from the week. And we're also going to start branching out into a little bit of cryptids.
Two, three.
Sausage in a bun. Okay. We're also going to start branching out into other cryptids because, you know, Bigfoot's kind of dull. Joining me, as always, from Power Breakdown, Phil Pulling. Phil, how are you?
I'm doing quite well on this 4th of July weekend. Thank you.
Joining us from somewhere in the outskirts of Memphis, Tennessee, Nikki. Nikki, how are you?
Doing good. Glad to be back.
She is back after a 2-week hiatus. She didn't go on a vacation. She just kept sleeping through the podcast. And
no, that was last week. The week before, I did not sleep through the podcast. I was on vacation.
And joining us from parts unknown, Louisiana, Chubbs. Chubbs, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Greetings to everyone.
If you enjoyed Chubbs or Nikki or Power Breakdown, you may enjoy the badly drawn misadventures of two Bigfoot. Head on over to Facebook with Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, where this week the Wendigo returns in an attempt to destroy all life on Earth.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Man, I can't. Why? How? They can't get rid of that guy.
What, the Wendigo?
No, God, yeah. He keeps showing up all the time.
Such a nuisance.
He is a pest.
Absolute nuisance. And without further ado, I am your host, Richard Allen. Let's just get on with it. Our first story comes from Mountain Beast Mysteries. This is a 20-minute video that Nikki messaged me specifically to complain about.
That is not. You said that the entirety of all of the videos were going to be 20 minutes. And I was like, lies. The first video itself is 22 minutes.
That was a long son of a gun. That was.
It was very interesting, though. Continue.
It was super interesting. I watched it all the way through. I didn't skip any of it.
It was like a mini documentary. I mean, the guy had a full script and everything, and he had a lot of footage. I mean, it was really interesting.
It was.
I mean, it's not very often that I sit through one of these 20-minute videos and recommend it. But I recommend this one. It's very interesting. It's worth a watch. 6 minutes of it is him plugging other stuff, though, just to warn you.
Yeah.
And Richard sat through it. I just fast forwarded. I was like, is he still Yeah. Is he still
it was about 3.5 minutes that it was commercial for his stuff.
Which is good for him.
3.5 minutes at the beginning and then like 3 minutes at the end.
Mm.
So.
Okay. I just clicked off at the end there.
Well, yeah, but he tells a nice story of the rock apes of Vietnam during the Vietnam War. Both sides reported seeing animals that closely resembled orangutans, and it goes into the history of how U.S. soldiers encountered them. There was a battle of Hill 168, I believe.
Yeah.
868.
868, sorry, and they called it Monkey Mountain.
Yeah.
And the Vietnamese government, after the war, actually launched an investigation to look for these things and came up with track casts and, tracks. Sorry. But apparently the US soldiers found plenty of physical evidence for these creatures, including the fact that a species of orangutan used to live in Vietnam. So look, I genuinely believe in the orang pendant. I've always said that it's hard enough to find the animals we know are in the Indonesian rainforest. It's not completely untoward to think that there's unknown primates living in the Indonesian rainforest. So I believe in the orang pendant, and I'm prepared to believe in the rock apes.
That's one area, the whole Asian area. Eurasia, Southeast Asia, Asia proper, Asia minor, Asia Eastern, Western, whatever. They have apes. They have monkeys. They have the billy ape. They have so it's not a far stretch at all to think that there is this 5 foot tall thing on 2 foot that runs around. That's an ape. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I believe that as well. When I have some notes. Did you guys notice like the porn music at the very beginning? Thought I'd shout out to that. Good choice of music.
No, I did not know. No,
yeah, my very first note: porno music at the beginning of the story? Question mark.
I guess I'm just too acclimated to it to notice.
Wow, 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 wow. And then there were the rock apes. Wow, 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 wow. Poncho ran away.
How do you know that this was, like 60s, jazz, blues?
It could have been. But yeah, it was really interesting. Like I don't know. I just got finished like watching like a little thing on macaques, I guess is the right way to put it. And they have, like, they learn through generations from like children to mother and vice versa and stuff. And so it like, I'm with you. It wouldn't be that hard to have a primate that does walk on on two legs.
Yeah, the ape cap. What is that cat? Cat and the baby cats and apicat.
Not even a two-leg primate that works bipedally. Any unknown primate. I mean, the billy ape was once considered a Bigfoot-type creature, and while it does spend more time on two legs than most species of chimpanzee, it is for the most part a quadruped. It knuckles a lot more than it spends on two legs. So it's entirely possible that this unknown species of primate will be like every other primate, but will just be attributed to bipedal locomotion for some reason.
Yeah. What happens though? I mean, if the billy ape was seen by a person and the billy ape saw the person, wouldn't the billy ape just get up on both feet to get a better look?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, there's something on two legs out there.
Now, some of the stories could just be them perpetuating the story. I mean, if you're in Vietnam and, you're stuck. Right. The thing, well, yeah, taking lots of drugs. Very true. Isn't that like LSD territory?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like there's one where he talks about Poncho, like goes off to go investigate something, and then he sprays off a couple of things of, his gun, and then comes back and he's freaking out talking about it. What if, first of all, he's on LSD, or what if he's just wanting to screw with the rest of the troops? They're not doing anything at the moment.
No.
Why not just, tell scary stories?
It's definitely a possibility, but we have the fact that the government launched an expedition and came back with footcasts.
Oh, yeah. The Chinese government that took over. The guys that love opium.
No.
Are you saying that this could be seriously drug induced?
I'm not saying anything.
Is that what we're going with?
The Nazis, they were definitely drugged.
Yeah, they were. But I mean, we did that to our own troops. I want to say it was in Vietnam.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of LSD.
But it was voluntary.
Was it? I don't think it was.
You're talking about MK Ultra.
Yeah, MK Ultra. They had a lot of citizen volunteers.
Yeah, a lot of citizen volunteers.
And I know that they did some military personnel, but I think it was under a hospital setting.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they all of a sudden decide these guys are in battle fighting for our country or whatever. Let's slip a bunch of shit into their canteens.
Let's roofie these guys. What's up?
Let's have some fun.
Let's see what stories these guys are going to come back with.
Rock apes.
Hey, drink this. There might be some monkeys over there.
Oh man, just kind of look at all these colors and check that guy out.
But yes, I am. I'm going to go on record and recommend that video. I enjoyed that.
It was a good video.
People, we actually make that sound better than it is. Just to let you know.
What, the LSD or the video?
There's no, drug-induced fantasy porn things going on. We're just kind of talking.
We're just talking a little smack about the video. But no, I enjoyed it, and the link is in the description. Please give it a watch. Chubbs, do you have anything to add about the video?
Yeah, I will say, talking about the rock apes, I look at a situation where you have two sides of a war with, soldiers giving reports. I think that's less, you can kind of cancel out like a hoax because you're talking about people in a serious situation who have no reason to kind of propagate these stories. And that kind of, to me, lends to a chance of it being real.
And that's a good point, considering also that the stories came from both sides.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there you
go. So, interesting. That's the final verdict on the rock apes of the Vietnam War. I looked into it, and there are still sighting reports to this day. So perhaps there's something out there.
So someone needs to go to Hill 840 or 868 and then go check it out.
Or 666.
Yeah, Hill 666 is where you will find all the rock apes.
And now a word from our sponsor.
There's a whole new way of living. Here's Mr. Johnny Cash for Pepsi Cola. It's got a lot to give to those who like to live, 'cause Pepsi helps them come alive. It's the Pepsi generation coming at you, going strong. Put yourself behind the Pepsi. If you're living, you belong. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi has got a lot to give.
Quality commercial there. So our next video, I've been looking.
Written by Barry Manilow, by the way, that theme.
For real, man.
No. That's how it started. He started writing jingles, advertising jingle.
Seriously, I can't tell if you're kidding me.
No, honestly. In fact, there was a bit in his show where he sings all the jingles that he did, including I think McDonald's. He did a McDonald's commercial theme and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wait, you said Barry Manilow, right?
I said Barry Manilow.
My brain went Barry White, and I was about to call bullshit on you, and then suddenly I was like, "Wait, Barry Manilow." He said Barry Manilow. That makes sense. Okay. Could you imagine a jingle by Barry White?
I could imagine. It sounds like porno.
It'd be the best. Oh yeah.
So, if I could desperately try to steer us back on topic,
No.
our next video every week for pretty much since January when I found out about this, I've been looking for a Rougarou video, and I've been so far unsuccessful. Now, while I enjoy this video that I'm about to show, it is in no way real research. It's just a young couple out exploring the Louisiana swamps. You know, it's got Rougarou in the title. My hopes weren't high, but it's a good watch. Give it the old play. Fast forward past the unnecessary theme music.
No, that's so pretty. It's my favorite part. It's just the aw.
That's the only good part of the video, actually.
You know what? I actually want to go on this this trail. It's really pretty, and the cicadas in the background are awesome to listen to. Otherwise, Dean's taken off because he's not going to deal with your British imperialism on the 4th. So,
okay, yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, but you know, when Richard first came on here, says, "So how are you all getting on over there?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, thanks, man. How are we getting on over here?"
Well, you know, with everything.
Yeah, right. Without us. That's what you meant.
I was thinking more with the riots and the virus and everything, but yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. See, we had some decent bobbies over here.
Yeah, you know, we don't have.
I mean, if you know how to use a good bludgeon, you rule.
Anyway, this video is, you know, just these two wandering around. At one point, they go into the Joyce Wildlife Swamp Walk. Have a little look around. They don't see any Rougarous. Well, they wouldn't, would they? The Rougarou's a werewolf in its broad daylight. So, but you know, just making happy memories.
They could have been looking for signs of the Rougarou.
Could have been looking for signs of the Rougarou.
Bedding areas, you know, tracks,
tree structures,
hair samples.
They did find a fallen over tree in the woods.
There you go.
Thought. So, Rougarou confirmed.
Rougarou confirmed.
Chubbs could confirm that, I'm sure.
Yeah, Chubbs, I'm sure, has seen a lot of Rougarou.
Well,
oh, sorry, Chubbs.
No, it's okay. I actually mentioned to Richard in a message that the swamp walk that these people are on at the end of the video is only a couple miles from an area of swamp I grew up crawfishing in. So I've been to where they were at, and it's actually funny that they went there, but it looks just like you see everywhere, and it is beautiful, but it is, you know, it is a swamp. It's hot and icky, but it can be beautiful. So it was cool. They were right down the street from where I grew up in the swamp. So
Now, by the way, Chubbs, I was curious. Now, is the 4th of July the time, or is more like Labor Day or Labor Day weekend the time when everyone puts on the crawfish feed?
Crawfish season, as they say down here, is usually April all the way like to kind of to Lent and a little bit beyond. But that's when people start crawfish boils and really get into it.
So basically, you're looking more along the lines of Easter crawfish time. Woo!
Yeah, they substitute, the crawfish for meat for the Lent. So
there you go.
It fits.
Damn right. I love me good crawfish.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Yeah, I used to scuba dive for it, but I'm getting off track again. Sorry, Richard.
No. By all means, let your mind wander. Have a good conversation.
Well, we did before, then you stopped us.
That's right. You're mean.
I mean, come on.
You're no longer in charge of us, Richard.
Well, I needed you to talk about the video that we were talking about.
I said my bit. My bit is that it's a pretty area.
Yeah.
And then I got
to a commercial. And there's really nothing else. It's just two people walking their dogs and chatting. Like any mention of the Rougarou is like 2 seconds long. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I've been looking for a Rougarou video for ages to talk about, but this is the best.
So are you saying that you didn't know about the Rougarou until January?
Until Chubbs told me about it, yeah.
What?
Don't give me this.
No, okay. I am not.
I knew about the Rougarou the whole time. It just didn't tell you.
I did know about the Rougarou. Yes, I did.
You lying Nikki.
No, I have known since the second or third season of Supernatural. I learned from Supernatural. Thank you.
Okay, go to commercial. Send some notes.
My name is Scott McGrath. The day before my 8th birthday, I fell in a pile of fire ants and suffered significant wounds on over 70% of my body. Since that day, I have made a solemn vow to kill every insect on planet Earth. I hate them with the passion of a religious zealot. Speaking of religion, of all the biblical plagues, I hate the locust plague the most. For the last 12 years, my white-hot rage has materialized in the form of my business, McGrath Pest Control. I have harnessed this unforgivable intolerance of insects and released the wrath of my fury on bugs in and around the homes of Houston. I will kill those bugs in any way that I can. Chemicals, my boot, my bare fist, or any other object that can end the life of an insect. Call 281-469-8240 and give me the honor of killing bugs at your house. I also hate rats and spiders. Go to McGrathPestControl.com.
That's a really good one. I love that one.
I do too. I feel that.
I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let's get ready for some awesome Bigfoot footage. Are you guys ready?
No.
Oh! I know which one he's talking about. I know exactly which one he's talking about.
I do too, because he has it up on the screen.
I didn't pay it. I'm trying to queue up another commercial, so I'm not watching the screen.
Oh,
here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Shh. There. Bigfoot.
Are we watching it now?
Oh,
yeah, it's on the screen.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey.
Yeah.
Came a Spidey, sat down beside he said, "Hey, what's in the bowl?"
Yeah, there's so much Bigfoot here. Like, he just scans for 3 minutes.
There, Bigfoot, right there.
John Tesh and I both could be a Bigfoot. We both have extremely long legs, and I have elongated arms, and I roam the woods nude at night often.
Can't see another one.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes of just me going, cool. There's trees there.
Bigfoot.
Well, like how you're circling. Look at that shadow.
Is there semen? Is there Bigfoot semen?
Bigfoot.
There's one.
There's one. Look, big one right there. Right there. There.
Yep, I
up
saw
there
it.
as
There's
well.
a giant Bigfoot.
Dude.
That's just.
Oh, that's just a tree trunk.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Dude.
First stop. Oh, there's a cardinal.
Yeah.
Very cool.
हेलो शादी दफ्तर
जी शादी दफ्तर लड़के के लिए एक दवाएं आदमी के लिए 2 दवाएं
Dude.
What?
Dude. That was a Bigfoot, dude.
That was a Bigfoot. So here we are. Bigfoot caught on the property of Lady in the Woods? Question mark. No. is the
No.
answer to the
No.
question.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Quality though. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's such a good non-filming of Bigfoot. Like if I wanted someone to make a Bigfoot footage video and there not be a Bigfoot, it would look exactly like this. So kudos.
Kudos. So yeah, that's a solid thumbs down from us lads.
Unless you put on your own soundtrack, which I would encourage you all to do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't remember the music being that bad.
There's nothing in it at all.
Well, I know. I mean, but you can do talkovers, voiceovers, and things of that nature.
And it would.
Shall we move on then?
Yes, please. There's nothing to see here. Literally, there's trees.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all be going on vacation? See, the thing is, if you about to be up out this biatch, check it. Peep Delta. We be flying all over this bitch. Let me ask you something. You finna raise up and get your travel on? From the interior to the exterior, you got to get your posterior in one of these big-ass planes. Shit, dog, you lay in the cut straight sitting on your ass and getting your drink on and your snack on while we floss and fly this mofo all over this bitch. East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter. Nia, we'll get you to your hoe and back lickety-splits. No shit. Then you be back at your crib chilling with a flat spliff, thinking we was some crazy-ass angel. Hell, these fat, round, thick-ass vessels run up in the sky so deep, it be crying. Yeah, you thought it was rain. So bring a towel, because at Delta, it's laid out like that. Call one of these fly-ass Delta coochies, and make all them punk-ass co-workers of yours catch the vapors as you be off and about. You going? We fly you there. You been? We done already flew up in there. We got you covered like a Jimmy hat. At Delta, we loves us some flying, and it be showing like a motherfucker.
I love that commercial so much. It just reminds me of Memphis. I love it so much.
I love the attenuations myself. I think it's very, very, very colorful. I think it's I love Ebonics. Ebonics rocks. I mean, it really does.
I agree. I love it too.
Yeah, oh yeah. And the last one that really rocked, not the hippie shit, but before that, when you talked about the cool, the beat when you're down, your beat.
Mm-hmm.
The beats sound when you're beating, the man beat, all that.
Yep.
That was cool.
Wow, I don't know if it's like nationwide or not, but I know in Memphis, one of the newer terms is humping. Instead of like hustling or working really hard, it's you humping.
Yeah.
You humping. Yep.
Yeah.
You use it all the time. Like, man, you got your cases done today? Yeah, I was humping.
That's actually Northeastern.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it just getting to us late?
Yeah, that's like Jersey and shit like that.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're finally starting to come together. It's taken a while though.
We're always behind. It's the South.
I know.
It's what we do.
Okay.
This one was great.
This is good. Quality Bigfoot sighting in Russia. This is exactly what it says on the. Here we go. The video starts. 2 minutes. And full clip, 3 seconds. That's it. Up there. There's definitely something there. So there's something over the last video already.
So, hi. not gonna listen to this music.
It goes with the Bigfoot.
It does. I've noticed it looks almost like Bigfoot has a walking stick, like when he goes to walk away. And I was like, it's amazing that these dexterous creatures. See, look, he looks like he's leaning his right arm on something.
He looking like a man.
He looked like a man, 100%. But I was like, wow, Bigfoot uses a walking stick, because to me it looked like he was using some sort of assistance. Like I said, I just really need to get far away from my in-laws and just take video footage of them.
Notice the coat head.
I love the Facebook Find Bigfoot feel of this video with the explanations and your circles and everything.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a Facebook Find Bigfoot. I went all back to the beginning to see how it started out. And
they earned on 16 points.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can't, it's not one of those things you can absolutely tell it's a man. I mean, I
can. It looks just like a dude.
Well, but you know, that's true. It looks more like a dude than a dudette. That would be a pretty bulky woman.
I was calling you a dudette.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you were trying to be, neutral.
No. I'm never neutral. I might have 50 Shades of Gray, but I'm never neutral.
Got you. But yeah, it looked like a dude to me. I just was like, it looked like a dude that was walking with like a walking stick. And I know that once they zoom in, you can't see it, but just the way his right arm goes down, it looks like he's using assistance. Frank Smith says that it's a ninja. I agree.
Yep.
You can see the top part of his torso looks like he's wearing a jacket or a shirt.
Yeah.
And the bottom part looks darker, like he's wearing different colored pants. Come on, look at it again.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, last commercial.
New from Mostly Healthy Foods, Orange Flare Orange Juice. Every glass has a ray of sunshine.
Wow! It has a ray of sunshine in every glass? Father, can I have some?
Sure, son. My God! My face is melting!
Every glass has a ray of sunshine! And yes, it's also a tasty beverage and a high-energy plasma. Sweet Mother of God, close the damn curtain! Oh, how am I still alive?
I had a feeling that's was where it was going, but I'm really happy that that's exactly where it went.
I heard the ray of sunshine thing, and I was like, yeah, there's only one real way this can go.
And I was not disappointed.
Nope. We're not disappointed.
Okay, I have one note about this. So in the things, he says that it's in the middle of the night, like in the description. Yep. Does that look like the middle of the night to you?
No.
No, okay.
But this is
just a still. Just put footage in for something to show.
Okay. Just saying.
The story is, what is it, 1:30 in the morning or 2 or something in the morning? Yeah.
Yep, doesn't look like 2 a.m. to me.
Well, it's just like Bigfoot evidence. I mean, they'd have a story and he'd have a photograph up there that really had nothing to do with the story, and people saying, "Wow, look at that! That's not what that was." That, it's just something to look at while you're listening to the story. He didn't videotape or film it or anything.
Yeah.
It was just an audio recording
of a siren. Good on him.
It was not a siren.
Okay.
What was it then?
Well, if it was a siren, then they've taught sirens how to pronunciate and to make vowel sounds.
So what was it?
Be Ric Flair sirens.
Maybe it was a man going, Like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds pretty much as it was. Could have been a Bigfoot then, I guess.
Could have been his creepy Uncle Steve.
Yeah, out in the woods, naked.
Confused
Sound
and
like
scared.
If they're gonna put like it's mimicking a siren, suggestion maybe put the siren sound to compare it to, because
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. I mean, it's just noises,
right?
and like Nikki says, it's on a still. You know, this isn't video; it's just a still.
I know, but he could have used a night still.
Would have made more sense.
I suppose he could have.
Sam.
But he did.
Yep.
He did not.
So yeah, that'll wrap us up for this week. So we will return next week, despite the hopes of many. As I said, this week I will be bringing the Wendigo back on Bigfoot and Keith and Colin. I'm sure, Phil, you've got some breakdowns coming out this week.
Well, I don't know yet. I mean, I'm sure I will, but I just don't know what they are yet. I'm going to surprise myself.
You got anything planned this week?
Today, I dropped a video. We did a retrospective on the Hellraiser franchise. So some spooky stuff,
including the bad one.
We run over every movie, and good or bad, just to give it a fair shake. But yeah, even the bad one.
We tried to be unbiased, but yeah, one of them was pretty terrible. Alrighty then, we will return next week. It's good night from me, and it's good night for the lads and ladettes of Squatchable. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.